Thank you, Kristine Perez. I'm afraid for Londonderry. Right now, there are 18 zoning and districting bills coming before the Senate and the House. I find some of them extremely scary. I have gone and testified against them at the State House as your representative. They are restricting, and they are going to bring huge restrictions over the entire state. My argument is that these would be statewide laws, and one size does not fit all. What is good for Londonderry certainly may not be the same that is good for Berlin or Mount Vernon or smaller towns.
I got a question for you real quick. I don't mean
Yeah.
to cut you off. Will this be specific to Route 28?
No, but I have to leave.
All right, that's fair.
Thank you.
That's fair.
My concern about these bills are, and I'm going to think that you might want to, before you make any major changes to anything, you might want to wait and see if these go through. My fear is that these will go through, a lot of them, because two major groups at the state, Americans for Prosperity, are all in favor of them. And New Hampshire Liberty Alliance, which Sean Faber is the chairman of, is in favor of all of these bills. Let me just give you a quick example of a couple of them.
Kristine.
One is a moratorium.
Kristine.
Yeah? Okay. So before you do a lot, would you look into all these bills that are coming up that are going to put huge restrictions on the town of Londonderry and what you can do? So, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
if I may.
Yep.
In reference to the legislation, and I had watched over 4 hours of public comment at the legislation up in Concord, there is nothing in there proposed that will interfere with any of the changes we were talking about today at all.
Thank you.
So no matter if they pass or fail, we could implement every single one of these today and it would make a difference.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I would concur with that as well, having watched a lot of it myself. As I understand it, it's cursory knowledge, but as I look through it, it's mostly the legislators trying to legislate down to the town level to us, saying they want acreage change to be smaller so that more houses could be built. One of the ones that's most favorable is going down to 1.5 acre zoning per house, down to 1.5, not a maximum of 1.5, down to 1.5, because there are many towns in the North Country that have 5 acre zoning. That's what they're trying to do. To Kristine's point, it's really hard in New Hampshire nowadays to legislate because you have north of Concord and you have south of Concord. If you try to make one bill for the entire state, it usually doesn't work for either, or more for one than the other. So there's nothing going on in Concord that's talking about commercial anything that I saw at the time. So just my 2 cents.
Thank you.
There's some issues there,
I
though.
concur also because what I've read through the Municipal Association, they have weekly legislative bulletins, and it gives a lot of info there, and then you can go track the individual bills. So I'm in agreement there that we can move ahead with this because the legislation does not deal with it.
Glad that's all.
Who knows, next year.